Everything in this video is for general information and educational purposes only. Nothing presented constitutes financial product advice, personal advice, or a recommendation to acquire or deal in any financial products. Any examples are illustrative only and should not be relied upon as indicators of future performance, as past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Hi everyone, just going to step through this indicator that I've put together. It's a bit of a combination of it's actually started off as a strategy that I was using on multiple time frames with the Cipher indicators, and it's progressed into sort of a combination indicator, which gives you these buy and sell signals that you're able to then use on a low time frame for getting nice entries when you get these sort of liquidity grabs and things like that. So just basically it is the exact same strategy of the two screen scalping strategy that I've wrote a few notes about in my channel, and there's quite a few videos on that as well. And there's actually quite a few videos on this particular indicator as well that I guess is just combined with my weekly updates. Cipher for the next trigger level in the 15 minutes. So once all of those are all in the oversold or overbought area, which you can see by these lines down here, and then additionally, the 3 minute was the crossover of the moving average and the actual cipher line itself, combination with a high volume candle to basically indicate that there's been some sort of liquidity grab, stop hunt, or breakout traders, something like that. One of those sort of trap type scenarios, which we often look for in these scalping type setups, and is taught in the course as well. And when you get those combination of factors, as well as the RSI is oversold on the time frame of the chart that you're on, then you'll get this buy signal triggered. So it'll be one of these. And then for the reverse, it's the sell at the top. So buys and sells. So the way I normally trade this, and I'll go through a couple of examples because I did actually trade this particular one here and posted about it in my channel. So in this case, we've had the price moving down. It is then come down and swept this level down here. We've got the buy signal there. So what this also does is it colors the background when the RSI is oversold. So that's why you're getting those color backgrounds. Oversold, and red when it's overbought. So and that's for the 5 minute time frame, right? So basically, you're waiting for this to occur, and all the ciphers have to be below their appropriate thresholds. You can adjust these thresholds here. I highly recommend just starting with the default and just seeing how that works out. And then as you get more familiar with the way this is set up, then you can actually adjust those figures. Things to adjust: any of these levels here. So that's how deep how high it has to go or how low it has to go. And you can also adjust these time frames. If you're doing a bit of experimenting and realize that you're better off with the 1 minute or the 5 and the 15 and the 30 or something like that, then by all means do some back testing. This also has the feature of being able to use the strategy. So this is actually a strategy in what Tradinviews call a strategy. So that's actually this slightly different coding, so that it actually you can actually run this sort of strategy report and get some figures on that as well. So when you have everything adjusted well, you should be able to backtest that a little bit easier. At the moment, everything's pretty choppy at the moment. So just by itself, it's probably not producing very good results because I'm only set up for one-to-one trades and whenever it triggers. But what we're additionally looking for in the rules is sort of a sweep of a level like this, or like one of these, or sort of these sort of 3 drive type scenarios. So you get sort of high volume candles coming down, and then you get the third one, right? So that's a classic 3 drives down. So you can see here, there's one high volume, another high volume, another high volume. So that's what we see as a 3 drive, or just 3 kind of reversals. So 3 sort of setup like that. That gives you a lot more confidence. I haven't got any way of detecting that without using your own brain. So at the moment, the indicator will trigger on certain scenarios when you might not have these other features in alignment as well. So you still got to have a look. You still got to do it yourself. But definitely can help you get your entries. And same with the cells. You can see up here, we got the sell signal there that aligns with this right there, and also that looks like it's a 30-day. I'll just bring it see the values of these things. Give it a few minutes to think about it. Yeah, so 30-day rolling VWAP. So I with this indicator, I often use the 30-day or the rolling VWAPs. We're on ETH, so 18 days, pretty good. That's also the 7 days kind of crossing over there, and 30 days as well. So if you get sort of levels like that, didn't really correspond to a really great level. There's a bit of a order block in there or something like that. So you probably could say, yeah, that's kind of aligning with that as well. But at the end of the day, yeah, you combine a few confluences together, and obviously there's going to be a little bit more lights on that. You can see here, I drew here, I did put these in my channel that I was actually hoping that we'd get this sort of second sweep down to give us the a better trigger and would actually push us into the spot where it would likely give us the buy signal. But yeah, we never quite got that. It just sort of stabilized and then pushed up. Anyway, so as far as how to trade this, my usual trick is to set up your long and short tools and yeah, just set them up with the values you want. 1% risk, 10,000 is not what I normally use because it makes the math a bit easier in my head. If I have a high risk trade I want to do, I might do less, or if I have more confidence, I'll do more in that case. So in this case, yeah, got the trigger, and then just drop your tool in there, work out how many ETH you want to put on there. So in this case, it's saying put 10 ETH on, and away you go. With this, I cut out pretty early. I took some profits in here and in here, so in alignment with this sort of peak here. I also normally, I don't wait for the very top. I normally take it a bit early, so normally put your take profit on the bodies or part or through an order block or something like that. Just because sometimes it will just the momentum might peter out before it gets there, and you may as well yeah, take some money, put some money in the bank rather than have nothing. And yeah, also took some in here, so off that one as well. So take early and then a later shot. You know, it's only a 1-to-1, 1.1. It's about a 3-to-1 to the top of there. So and to be honest, I can't remember exactly where I got in on this one, so that might have been even better than that. So yeah, that's the example of how to do that. And same with the cells, you can also use it to sell in that case there, and yeah, and that's how you do that. So I'll go and so yeah, unfortunately, if you had to let that run too, you would have got stopped out there. Sol was a good one as well, same time. In this case, we had a few entry points, and this is where it kind of you need a little bit of your own trading logic in here because you would have got stopped out there. But in these sort of cases where you have a big sort of sell off like this, and then you get a couple of pushes down, yeah, sometimes you need to sort of wait a bit before getting in. But a lot of times, if I get stopped out, I'll just but it's still looking good. Everything's still lining up right. Nothing's really changed. You just got stopped out. That's all. So in that case, you would just yeah, get back in this case here. So this one's giving you the trigger. You can see this this was a bit early for me, so I wasn't able to actually trade it there. But when it actually came back down and sort of retested this this high volume candle here, I did actually put the trade in here. So actually managed to get a trade on and had my my stops below here, and then oops, below here. Sorry, drawing lines all over the place. Yeah, so the way to trade that was to just yeah, get your entry from whatever these candle is here, and then yeah, just see how much confidence you have in it. So in this case, that was I took out some early on, so in sort of this part here, so still 4.5 hour trade, so that's pretty good. And then also sort of at this top when it was starting to look a bit long, and you can see we kind of got like we do actually have a bit of a 3 drive going on here. So we've had that 1 drive there, another drive there, and yeah, just a massive run up there. So we didn't actually get another high volume candle, but you can see by the colouring of the background here that this is all getting oversold on the RSI. So start to get a bit toppy there, and good time to take some profit. So that's that. In this case, though, it did run pretty hard after this. Oh, sorry, there's another entry here that I did as well. So this was later in the evening, and so yeah, a little bit cleaner this time. We didn't actually get the get 3 drops down, but we did actually sweep this level here. So as you can see, we came down there and we dropped this level. So a lot of liquidity here. So we get the spike. You'd see a small shift in the open interest as well. So I mean, adding open interest to most of my charts now as well to sort of get a better idea of what's actually happening in the background. And so entering that, and I didn't take advantage of this full run. I actually chopped out about here somewhere. I don't actually know what this is. Yeah. So what happened? I was going to bed, so I actually just said, well, this looks like a good spot to take some profit. So and also here, so I actually set my take profit level. So took profit there, and as you can see, I did the same thing. I've basically lined up with the body there. So that last order block body. Same here. This little swing fail that happened. Evening star, whatever you want to call it. And took some profit there. So that was actually quite a nice trade. Even though it could have run further, there's no way for me to estimate where that was going to go anyway, because we didn't even hit this high. So I guess maybe if I had done the body there, would that even be? No. So there's probably a point of control here somewhere as well, which actually got hit, which would have been the probably the best place for it. But yeah, in this case, I wasn't going for super long take profits, because we're basically in a downtrend at the moment. So you're basically trying to catch these bounces rather than actually leaving things to ride for too long, because if you do that, then in this market, a couple of months ago, it would have been fine to let things keep it on the table, let it ride out. But it's been a bad decision basically if you're doing that at the moment. As you can see, we peak up, drop down lower, peak up, we'll probably drop down lower again unless there's some reason. All right, so looking for longs at the moment. 15 minutes, you see 15 minutes still very high up here, so we've got to get that all the way down here before it will trigger again. That may not take that long. It may not have to get all the way down here to do that, but I'd say this is probably going to do exactly what it did before. So all these other times we'll get the push up, drops down, we push up, chop around a bit, maybe one more push, drop down even further. So we're basically in this downtrend at the moment until proven otherwise. So that's about it, how you can do that. One other thing I want to show you as well. So all these are available in the premium indicator suite. So if you can't find them for some reason, just contact me and I'll make sure that there's not something wrong with your account or why you haven't got them or why there's been no update. But unfortunately, you have to deal with the joys of operating TradingView, and there's no easy way to really manage people. And so in this case, I had the time frame on. So how this works is you can disable the different lines with those. So this first time frame is you don't have an option to remove it because it's the trigger time frame. So you can change that to a different time frame, but it's the one that starts the ball rolling as far as all the other conditions. So once you get that, then it does look for the previous high volume candles, does look for the recently oversold or overbought, does make sure all the others are down in this region as well. So and you can if you don't want them on your screen to mess up your chart, you can basically turn them off like this, and you'll have nothing on there. You can just get one on there if you're only really caring about the one. That's the way it works. You can adjust these as well, so you can adjust the time frame. You can also adjust the trigger level. So start off with it on the defaults, and then play around with these trigger levels to sort of get a bit of a better understanding if you game. Another thing worth adjusting is probably the oversold trigger level. This actually does get you in and out of trades a bit quicker. So rather than using 30, then it's more likely to trigger. Also, I found there's between different coins just adjusting this look back. So sometimes the 3 minute won't cross over and give you the trigger while this is oversold. So therefore, especially when you're on different time frames, so we're talking about the 3 minute and where the chart's on the 5 minute. So there might be quite a difference between those. So that this looks back and make sure that there has been a trigger in this case, I'm going to adjust it to 10, but set on 5. Not sure what the defaults are. So defaults are 10. So you can play around with that, just see if that's better or worse for what you're doing or giving you better signals. You can actually disable the RSI as well. So if you want it to just trigger just on the these settings plus the high volume, then yeah, you can just click that and turn that off. Similarly for this, it's look back handles of how many to find the high volume trigger and the high volume settings that you need. In this case, if you want to use the strategy tester report, you can adjust these to trade long, trade short, what your take profit's going to be. I really need to set this a bit higher because sometimes it doesn't actually calculate, doesn't actually close out the whole trade, but best to leave that on 105 and then adjust these to get your settings. I've just found this, the way this is set up at the moment, there's no way for me, as I said before, to actually know when we've come the 3 down or when it's coming across another sort of strong level. So it does actually trigger more often when I wouldn't actually trade. So some of the stats are a little bit out at the moment. When I first set this up, we were trending quite strongly into, just into the beginning of October there, and this was actually working quite well. So the stats were actually looking pretty good. I'm not sure what they're saying 50% at the moment. So that's still pretty good. But if you adjust these figures, you can actually make it a lot better than that. You can play around with that yourself. And and then when we get back into a bit of an uptrend, you'll see that things certainly improve. I'm not sure what shorting is going to give us. Not much better, but at the same time, yeah, we've had a bit of mixed results. Anyway, if you want to play around more with this strategy tester, just hit us up in the channel, and I'll show you how to actually adjust all these figures to make sense of what you're doing. This also uses a stop buffer as well, which I probably should explain. That adds another 5% to your stop price so that you just don't get wicked as often. I've noticed some coins, this is extremely reliable and they won't come back down to that wick level, and you can actually adjust that to even to a negative number, and that will give you a tighter stop and a much stronger position, and actually improves your performance quite considerably. As you can see with this, we're up to 35% since November just by adjusting that. So all that's doing is making your stop closer. So you're still putting the same position size on. Still risking the same amount, but your position size is going to be bigger because your stop's a lot tighter, a lot closer to the entry point. So that obviously makes a fair difference. So even if just trading 1-to-1 short at the moment, 35%, and on 53% profitable trades, and this is without even taking into consideration other factors like strong levels and 3 drives and other things. So that's pretty good, and that's kind of numbers you can get. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope people understand what I've said. If not, hit me up in the channel and I'll walk you through it, explain how to adjust things and things like that. And happy hunting, people.
If you enjoyed this content today, please smash the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button.